don't know what makes me do the things I do. And I don't know what makes me wanna be with you. All I know is I'm just trying to be me, baby. Something, nothing, something. So I gotta pop bottles with the models in the club. I gotta hit the streets when the streets showing love. I gotta keep it gutter, I was raised with the thugs. Flash a couple dollars in the club, throw it up. I don't know what makes me do the things I do. And I don't know what makes me wanna be with you. All I know is I'm just trying to be me, baby. Something, nothing, something. Man, I've been to every city, yeah, I've been around.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audience.
I think that we have such a hypersexualized society. Obviously, kids are having sex younger. They're hooking up younger. It's just reality. I would rather those individuals, and also from a pro-life perspective, know how to have safe sex and preventative sex that prevents pregnancies than them to just go around willy-nilly just doing whatever they want.
So there's a lot of middle schoolers in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that are getting pregnant at earlier ages, and we're starting to rank like the highest nationally in terms of middle school pregnancies. And that's because a lot of middle schoolers are, again, like you said, like getting sexually involved earlier. Whatever
it's the Cardi B music.
Whatever it is, it's happening, and we need to be able to address it, and students need to be able to be equipped with the skills to understand how to have safe sex. If parents aren't having those conversations at home and middle schoolers are getting pregnant anyways, like why can we not include that in the school so they have some form of information? Again, it just goes back to the fact that so many of this issue is just not black and white. It really is 50 Shades of Gray, because like there is just no one size fits all approach to the way we educate our children.
Eastside, salute to you and yours. It's another Thursday, another tantalizing Thursday. Another week has gone by, and we back again. I told you it seemed like, boy, I'm telling you, we get to Thursday quick. I'm trying to tell you. And want to start off with hello to everybody in the chat. Those that's going to be chatting tonight. And even after the replay. Happy to see you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give a shout out to the wife. Oh, I love you. Keep being impressive. I'm trying to tell you. Eastside salute to SG. Hardest working podcast engineer to do this podcast in shits. Do you hear me? Eastside salute to that. And another Thursday beside me. Another Thursday. My guy. My field guy. My be sincere. How you doing this evening, my guy?
Well, as you can see, I'm doing double duty. I'm reporting for the hood right now on West 7 Mile. I'm not going to give a street address because I'm on Tantalizing Thursdays. But yeah, we got something going on in the hood. A tow truck, a ditch car, state boys around here. I come out waiting on my DoorDash. I don't even think my DoorDash is going to be able to get through. I might have to tip this thing a little bit more tonight.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my God.
Gaming 16 in the building.
And these ain't even, and I commend the state boys, you know what I'm saying? At least they out here doing the job. These ain't even Detroit cops. These are state boys. Shout out to the state boys out here doing their job.
I'm trying to tell you. Shit, it sounds like it's hot out on the block this evening. But
it is. I was thinking about going out after Tantalizing Thursdays, but I guess God just sent me a real clear signal tonight.
Like, you might want to sit down. Take a look.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm listening.
But how was your week?
Oh man, it's one of them weeks I'm asking all our viewers, fans, and everybody who supports Tantalizing Thursdays, your mans need some extra prayer. I just need the extra word this week, y'all. It's been kind of crazy, and I'm trying not to resort back to old ways, but people be pushing them buttons to make me want to go back to Like, you really don't know it, brother. Like, I keep trying to tell everybody, this is the new version of me. Like, the old version of me would have choked somebody the fuck out, and then there'd be gasping for air in one of these hospitals nearby. But by the graces of God, I changed.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. And ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? The honesty, a little verbal venting. You know what I'm saying? And it's all out the system. Everything is all right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how your week been, Mr. Drummond?
Shonda's in the building. Thank the Lord for delivering. She said, yes, indeed. Please believe it. Well, my week, it was short. Like I say, these weeks come fast for me. It just be like, dog, we got off Thursday, and here I am again, another Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it was bad. You know what I'm saying? So, because I ain't gonna claim that bad shit. You know, so I am life, I am health, and I am wealth. You know what I'm saying?
I second that. You might have to put that in the box. Have SG put that in the box. That needs to
Straight
be a
up,
quote
I
or
am
banner
life.
for tonight.
I am health and I am wealth. I'm trying to tell you, you got to speak life into that thing, you know. Who is I am? I am is him. So I am life, health, and wealth. Yes, indeed, I am, because he is the true I am. So therefore, speak all that positivity when you're talking about I am. Don't say I am poor, because I am ain't poor. He said I got everything. He ain't poor. I am as I am. You know what I'm saying? Use I am for life, health, and wealth. Positivity. Speak life. You know what I'm saying? And in that, our topic. Sex education, or the education of sex. Are we teaching sex, or is sex teaching us? Well, I was taught sex. You know, that's all. I was starting all right there. Sex was taught to me. You know, sex didn't teach me shit. I was taught sex. My grown ass father taught me sex. You know what I'm saying? Young age. I think I was a little too young, but nevertheless, I was taught sex. So for me, it's the education of sex. You know what I'm saying? I was taught sex, so you know. I don't know about YB. YB, was you taught sex, or was just, you know, sex teaching you?
I feel like YB was birthed with the sense of what to do with the joystick and the AB button.
Try to tell you.
I
don't
feel
think
like
people
it
know
comes
what
second
that
nature to
means.
me. It feels like it comes second nature to me. Like riding a bike. The first time I did it, I just knew that, hey, I can conquer this.
Oh, see, it was different for me. First time I rode a bike, I failed. Shit, I fell off the bike. I didn't know how to ride it. But I knew how to have sex. But I didn't know how to ride a bike. Ain't that some fucked up shit?
I didn't start getting... But see, even though that I feel like that I was, you know, birthed with some of this knowledge, I also read up, you know what I'm saying, and learned some stuff on my own to get great at it, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I didn't learn nothing. I was just taught it all. You know, like I said, my daddy sat me down in front of a pornos, just with a pointer. Like, this is this, that go here, this go there. You can lick this if you feel like it, but I don't think you're gonna like that right now. And, you know, this is for this and this is for this. It was like being in school. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I learned how to have sex. And then after he taught me, I started having sex on the steps.
Well, porn came later on in life for me. Like, I didn't get to enjoy my adolescence. I've been off the porch for a long time. The person who took my virginity was already like 5 years older than me.
Damn.
Like I told y'all, I seen some yogurt come out. I called my pops, and my pops told me, like, boy, you done got you some pussy. And then from there on, he knew that his son, that's what his son was about. He didn't have to question, damn, if my son gonna be a little fruity, then he gonna like, nah, no, pops, this is a firm decision at the age of 13. Kind of like this pussy shit right here. It's kind of great. Feels all natural.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. But in that, we're gonna take a commercial break real quick and come back and dive into the different things that have shaped our education of sex. SG, Eastside Salute.
All right.
Eastside Salute to the Godfrey. Y'all might we're gonna check that out downtown. New little spot. Go check it out. Eastside Salute. And back into the topic though. Sex education or the education of sex. Who's teaching who? History of sex ed in our communities. Now, since we're taking it there, we're our great grandmas, the original hot girls. Oh shit, yes. YB, what you think? Were our great grandmas the original hot girls?
First off and foremost, my granny wasn't no goddamn hot girl. I'm gonna put that out there right now. I'm kind of offended with this. How dare you call my granny a goddamn hot girl? My granny came from a wholesome generation, you know what I'm saying, where everything was built on family structure. This hot girl shit just started into these goddamn new millennium shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the offensive question to all grannies out here in the world. Except for these young grannies. If you're a granny at the age of 20, then this applies to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mikhail said, leave that question where it's at.
How dare you call my granny a hot girl? I feel like, I don't know how I got here, you know what I'm saying? The shit that my parents and my grandparents did was just flat out nasty. You know what I'm saying? I was an experiment. I came from a test tube, I believe.
Oh, on Tantalizing Thursdays, I'm trying to tell y'all why BB kicking the shit. It's bullshit. I'm trying to tell you because I'm gonna have to say this.
Nah, we talking about
real. Go ahead.
Nah, we talking about my generation. That's where the shit began. We 80s babies, you know what I'm saying? Just like Mr. Drummond's a 70s baby. His generation is letting us know, hey boy, go ahead, go out there and get you some. Go ahead and go get some pussy, nigga. Huh? You little nigga, you heard what I said. Go out there and go get you some pussy, nigga. Right? You know what I'm saying? Come back to Big Uncle on the block and give him. Come back to Big Uncle on the block and give him the shoulder hit. Like, hey, you know what you had told me? You know, I had went ahead and did that thing, you know, that little thing down there around the way and everything, and the shit was lit, you know what I'm saying? Shit was bananas, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Then pornos come. They want to experiment, like, okay, missionary. Okay, I'm tired of missionary. I need a new position. Oh, well, boy, give her the one lady chicken wing. All right, I holler at you next week. That's just how we roll.
Viewer discretion is advised. Shonda say, nah, for real. Grandmas was dropping it because they had like 50 kids and all their bills paid. So he's absolute.
Look, speak upon your granny. Don't put all grannies in that category, goddamn it. Say your granny was out here hot girling it at the beginning, not mine. My granny was a wholesome church lady.
Man, YB, boy, YB. I gotta tell you, but in my case, man, both my grandmas was a hot girl. My mama had 13 kids, and my daddy mama had like 12. So it was some hot shit going on somewhere. Shit. Hey, SG, hold on. We gotta go back. Hey, it's a whole lot of shit. Take me back to some of these.
It wasn't a lot of heat back then. You had to be, you had your one little snug. Hey, you was married for 20, 30 years. You gotta have some baby shit. You start getting boring. The baby's excited to life. Made the marriage worthwhile.
Straight up. Hey, Mikhail Big Otto have this said. That is a visual that is terrifying for all viewers involved. Eastside salute.
Appreciate that. Yes, right.
Honcho be having the nightgown on. They was getting pregnant. Oh, that's real shit. That's real shit. Eastside salute to the nightgown. Miguel say them nightgowns got a lot of kids in them. Oh,
I'm just I don't appreciate y'all putting y'all granny business out here on Centralized Thursdays like that. That's okay. That's okay. When y'all get to that gate and y'all granny's up there waiting on y'all, and the first question she asks and state is talking about Centralized Thursdays. So you just gonna put my nightgown all over your little podcast? You just go, that might not get you into heaven.
It ain't gonna be none of that. It ain't gonna be none of that. You gonna get your ass there. Grandma gonna be standing there with her belt. She gonna be with the belt. She come on in, grandson. I heard all that. I heard everything you said down there. Q Honcho, granny's not slick. That's what business. Oh, this is Tantalizing Thursday.
I'm just so appalled how y'all talking about y'all grannies tonight. I am so shocked and appalled by that.
Hey, they started it, man. We can't be here without them because shit, without granny, shit, mama wouldn't have been here. So I mean, my granny had 13 kids, man. My granddad was not playing. Neither one of them.
It's still on the speculation.
Grannies tell you how to keep that man. Yeah. Music and media's role. How does hip hop and R&B shape our views? YB.
Well, with me being an entertainer, if all you seeing is ass in the videos, of course, you know what I'm saying, that's what we're going to produce. Not one of them type artists. I got a picture to paint with my words. I could just happen to bring it to the visual, to the big screen, small screen, YouTube screen, TikTok screen. It don't matter. But we need to do a lot more censorship. There's just too much ratchetness going on. Like there's no imagination no more. You know what I'm saying? Like majority of these women out here, damn, they're just wearing pasties. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought that was just for the strip club, but I guess not.
And in that,
and everybody okay with it.
I gotta welcome my main man to the motherfucking show, Mr. Ping. My main man is in the building. Eastside salute to you, Mr. Ping. What's happening?
Thank you. My apologies to Tantalizing Thursdays, SG, Mr. Drummond, and YB, and all the people that's always watching. My apologies. Got caught up. Well, I didn't get caught up. I was on a business call with one of my team members, and I was talking to my wife about our next plans for what we're doing. So just got kind of busy. But other than that, life is going real good. Financial business is growing and is doing well, helping families, helping my buddy put together this 54 Corvette that's coming together like clockwork. My son is helping out on that. So it's been good, man. I think October, I'll be going back to work to my 9 to 5, but I don't know how long that's going to truly really last because my business is doing well. So, you know, things is going well, man. But I wanted to apologize to everybody for being late. But you know, when the wife is calling, you gotta, nobody come before the wife. Okay, like that's how I have it. That's how I live a good life. Like that's my first responsibility. So anyhow, things have been going great for me, man. Things have been going great for me.
No need for an apology, you know what I'm saying? Shit, hey, things just happen, man, you know? Shit. I learned a new word, happenstance. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying? It's a happenstance. And it's okay, you know what I'm saying? You're here right now, and that's all that motherfucking matter. SG, what did Big Otto say again? Can you bring that back up? Lane Fitz is in the building. Mikhail said,
and you ain't missed.
Got y'all.
Hey, you ain't missed too much. Just people putting their granny's business out here.
Oh, okay, cool. Granny had to do her business in order for our business to get done.
You
so Granny had to start the run.
For real.
Hey, come on now. In the sprint, they also have a track meet. Granny passed something to me, and I passed something to somebody else. Granny.
Hey, for real. Okay, Mikhail said R&B got y'all in this false state of mind, thinking I'm about to wake up in the morning and singing to you about a damn wish I had. I hear you.
Hold on, let me read that again. R&B got y'all in this false state of mind, thinking I'm about to wake up in the morning and singing to you about a dream. About a damn wish I had. Nah.
You
know why I say nah? Because here's
he referring to.
My wife said it to me first, but I wait. Huh? What you say, YB?
I'm lagging. Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know if you couldn't hear me. Can you go back to that comment, SG, real quick? Got y'all on this false state of mind, thinking I'm about to wake up in the morning and singing to you about a damn wish I had. See, I don't really know the whole topic of the conversation, but just based on that,
it was the question before you read that. Go back to the banner, SG. This right here. How does hip hop and R&B shape our views?
Hey, well, that could be true. Yeah, that could be true. I done woke up singing a time or two. And here shit, to tell you the truth, those wishes and those dreams came true. That's why Mr. Ping talking to you. Listen, before I was singing a little bit of motivation and inspiration for your situation, I was singing it to my wife because it was something that I had daydreamed one day.
I swear.
So yeah, I wake up and sing some R&B. Back in the day, I used to wake up singing "Seems Like You're Ready" because I had this dream about what I wish to do to you. I'm just saying. I wake up singing for the right one, but I feel you, bro. I ain't just waking up singing to anybody, but to somebody. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sing to you because I got a dream, and I got a dream, and if I'm a king with my queen. When I get that dream to you, that thing gonna be manifested because anything you give a woman, she gonna give it back to you double than what you gave it to her because they make it grow. So anyhow, I digress. I'm gonna sing if I have to. Anyhow.
Well, I'm only gonna use these pipes for the one.
I got a song, guys. Get
these pipes.
What you got, YB? I already know it.
I'ma sing Ludacris. Move, bitch! Get out the way!
From Marvin
See?
Gaye's "Let's Get It On" to Meg Thee
Eastside
Stallion,
Salute.
Savage, what's your groove song?
What's your groove song? I'm all about the R&B. You know, I ain't finna be grooving to no Megan Thee Stallion and all that shit. That's just fucking ridiculous right there. See, now we can get the groove, and we gonna get the groove into some of that motherfucking 50s, 60s, and 70s shit. You know what I'm saying? Might even go back to fucking 50s and 40s. I hit you with some Shy Lights in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that groove, slow groove music. You know, I like to take my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to rush. I like to take my time, you know, especially when I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? I like to take my time and eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to eat. Give me options. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. You know? Fuck all that Megan Thee Stallion and shit. If anybody out there grooving the Megan Thee Stallion and fucking the rap, y'all motherfuckers crazy. Eastside salute to you. Mikhail, Big Otto Hampton, shake what your mama gave you. Oh, yes,
That's
indeed.
what I'm talking about. JT Money and the Poison Clan.
Ronald Isley is in the building.
Shake what your mama gave ya.
Shot lights with the black socks. Oh, for shit. So, old man, shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck without the black church socks. You must have them. Eastside salute to black church socks.
Nah, see, since I'm only having sex with one person, I'm all the way birthday suit.
Oh yeah, I don't
socks
have
for
no
you.
socks tonight.
I'm gonna let these
You know.
I'm gonna let these African toes grip the flow. Do what
Summer
they
Walker.
do.
Who the fuck is Summer Walker? I ain't never heard of Summer Walker. Mikhail say not on a hardwood floor.
I got that Nigerian in there, hardwood
Swear to
off
God,
the tree.
that shit make your knees hurt.
You got to get
Shit.
yourself right, man.
Shit, fucking on hardwood floors. You got to suit up like a football player, nigga. You need knee pads and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you hurt
No,
yourself.
you don't. You just got to channel. You got to channel your mind into the work that you're doing, not the pain you feeling.
Fuck that, bro. I'm a sensitive
Yeah.
man. In today's, what they
depends.
say? Lenny Williams. Oh, we got
Lenny
Lenny
Williams.
Williams in the building.
I only know that one song from Lenny Williams. I'm sure he got more than that though.
Damn, it's like in today's right world, are we skipping the soul and heading right to the sheets? Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's the information that
I've
you
been
said.
trying not to.
Everything that we do now is a hot and ready society. So why would we think sex would be any different?
True.
People ain't connecting for real no more. People
Mm-mm.
not connecting on an
I've been trying to get-
intimacy level. Intimacy ain't just laying in the
I've
bed.
been telling-
Intimacy is intimacy.
You lagging like a motherfucker.
Thank
YB.
you,
Come on
Mr.
with
Thing, because I've been telling these women to stop trying to treat me like a goddamn hot and ready when I'm Pizza Hut.
Not Pizza Hut, man. That shit greasy.
Yes, but you got it's a dine-in establishment. You come in, you sit down, you order, you have a little conversation, get to know each other. Then the pizza comes. You just don't come pull up talking about I want something hot and ready. Don't treat me with these fake ass pepperonis.
Oh, nigga, Ninja couldn't even be Pizza Populous. Yeah.
Thank you, Shonda. That's what I'm
Pizza
saying.
Pop.
I like
I like
just look. Hey, Mr. Drummond, the way I looked at that, I said Little Caesars ain't no different. Pizza Hut ain't no different. That just means she took you on payday.
Eastside salute to what they call a burn.
See, Pizza Hut is simple. Pizza Popula's got all that seafood and all. You might give me the wrong pizza and I fuck around and die. Nah.
I can't agree with that because, nigga, if you order
They
your
might not.
pizza from Pizza Populous, Pizza
You won't be
Populous
the
ain't
first
never
person that
fucked
came in
up
there
one
with
of my
allergies.
pizzas. I can say that on Tantalized Thursday. Pizza Populous, you ain't never fucked up one of my pieces.
Is Netflix and chill ruining our emotional connections? What do you think, Mr. Drummond?
Yeah. I mean, for real couples, no. For everybody else, hell yeah.
I mean,
Hell
Netflix
yeah.
and chill ain't no different than us dudes thinking if I take you to the movies and they put the arm around you back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
But I'm
yeah,
just
somebody
saying,
come over your house
No,
Friday night to watch a movie on your VCR, your DVD.
because see, the thing about the Netflix and
but your
chilling,
VCR and TV don't ask you, are you still watching it?
it can increase intimacy. Like I said, that's between real couples. You know what I'm saying? That's couples. You know, the average motherfuckers ain't finna. If you cut on Netflix and you chilling, you only gonna be chilling for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna even get none of the movie in these days. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you might get half the movie in before you actually connect intimate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rubbing each other for a minute. You know, some titty grabbing and some thigh rubbing going on. You know, and you putting your feet all in my lap type shit. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little process. Now it's like cut on Netflix, chill, 3 seconds, fucking.
Well, 3 seconds is chilling for them.
Then 7
They're
seconds,
sped up society,
Netflix is
man.
asking you, are you still watching?
Facts.
Hey, they in the sped up.
East Side salute to are you still watching? I'm trying to tell you.
That's
East
how
Side
you know the government got control of Netflix. You know what I'm saying? As soon as y'all get into the good wet clapping, you know what I'm saying? It pops up on the screen, and it just basically you're paying however much Netflix is just to have it on as the foreplay. Netflix and foreplay. That's what it should be called.
It's just some shit in the background. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's just lighten up the background. Just helping you see the ass just a little better. You know what I'm saying? You can see how to take off
See
the
the silhouette of the ass against the wall.
I'm trying to tell you.
Playing shadow puppets with the light from Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell you. It's just different now for me, you know what I'm saying? You know, I always been a little take your time ass person, you know what I'm saying? But before I get too deep, we're gonna take this commercial break and we'll be right back to get a little deeper into this conversation. Eastside Salute. That's G. Eastside Salute to all the commercial breaks and back to the topic. And Mikhail say, if the movie good enough, I just angle her toward the TV.
I second that. And shout out to them pretty ass toes once again in our commercial that SG is supposed to be getting me a private interview with.
It ain't nothing like some sexy toes, I tell you. Church and sexuality. Faith's influence on sexual education. Mr. Payne, what you think about that?
I don't think they have a real influence on it. They just tell you, wait till you get married. They don't talk about it. They don't talk about the highs and the lows of it. They allow the world to talk about it, and they kind of follow suit with that. You know what I'm saying? They don't really talk about that because, they not really ready to grow like that. You know what I'm saying? So people keep you jaded. Sex is a beautiful thing. It's supposed to be happening, and it could be great. Netflix and chilling and everything else, you know. depending on who you're doing it with. At this
Right.
point, people just doing it for physical activity. So the church don't really know how to describe that. They don't know how to talk to you about that because they doing the same thing. And them doing sex too early is the reason why they ain't able to educate you, because they still ain't educated themselves. They just did that thing too early. So I think the church's way of dealing with sexual education is just pretty much wait till you get married. But why should I wait till I get married? Not just because God said so, it's because of the chemical makeup in my body. When I connect with a person, I'm actually connecting with this person. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking on their energies that they have. Why should I not do it? Because I'm giving them my kingship or my queendomship to somebody who may not really deserve it? Like, why should I do it? Because it comes with so much more than physically busting a nut for him or her. And unfortunately, for some women, they don't even get to bust that nut.
Ooh.
So now you're giving yourself to somebody else who don't even know themselves. And men, they just busting them and don't know what they're doing with the power that they have. So you giving it to every little thing out there that you sit back and you laugh like you won. No, bro, you lost because you transferring your energy to something that don't believe. So the church don't really know how to share that with you because the church ain't doing what the church need to do. So what the church need to do is be real with you. Talk to you about the blessings and the benefits of it. But if you find the right person to do it with, and if you already done it, hey, don't beat yourself up about it. You've experienced it, but now it's like you've experienced having a car before when you got your first little hoop, it get down, how it get down. But when you got your first like elegant car, your car, you was like, oh, this is a different level. This is a different level. You know what I'm saying? So when you done been with somebody because you physically having sex and you done been with somebody that you with emotionally, you like, oh, this is a different level. This what I was waiting for because everybody I was practicing on wasn't supposed to get this. And now you all tied up and confused. So man, unfortunately, the church shouldn't be teaching it to you. Your father and your mother should really be teaching it to you because if they waiting on somebody else to teach you what your parents supposed to do, then you unfortunately already lost, boo. Because it starts at the home and the foundation begins with you. So if anything, the priest like in your home being your father first and then your mother right there hand in hand like an iron fist, then you ain't got to worry about what the church saying. They broken individuals too. So yeah, spirituality and sensuality cross the line at times. Absolutely. Maybe.
Yes, sir.
Possible.
Hey, shit.
Depends on what you're saying in it. Anyhow, what you got, Mr. Drummond?
Shit. I just want to go back. Not on this one. Go back one SG. And I want to see a couple of these comments too. That was a little interesting.
You can go back to eating my banana.
Yeah. It was a couple comments too. I wanna read. It was interesting. It was like two of them. Yeah. I wish more churches would talk about the real of marriage and sex so people could be more prepared. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of it supposed to come only the real of marriage. That's why I'm saying it's supposed to come from there. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to prepare you for it, and they don't prepare you for that shit, unfortunately. So Eastside, salute to that comment. And I think it was one more, but yeah, this one. You attach a lot of energies every time you lay down with someone. You've added unnecessary baggage. Now, if that ain't the truth, I don't know what to tell you, because each time, each different person is leaving something with you. You know what I'm saying? And you wondering why a lot of shit just be happening around you and you ain't understanding it is because, you done let a lot of people leave a lot of shit in your life. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just leave it at that. But in spirituality and sensuality across the line at times, yes, I do believe so. Because I think sometimes it's not everybody in the spirituality world, but some people that is spiritual, they are sensitive. And two things can be true simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe that some people that have that spirituality are sensitive to things, you know, and it just makes me say, I understand where you coming from, but you also was what I was before you got there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you gain whatever your spirituality is, then you turn sensitive to the next person. And it's like you have no understanding for what it is that you came through. And now you're looking at the person that basically coming through doing the same thing that you did, but now you can't see past the bridge of your own nose. Sean to say I've experienced that with the person I love. It's a more intense feeling to pray over that person in an intimate moment. And in that, all I can say is if that's what you're doing, shit, your guy is safe. He's very safe. You know, pray for that guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it ain't never nothing wrong with that to pray over somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. You know, more people should do it. Pray over your people, no matter who it is. Street wisdom versus school. Where are youths getting their info on sex? YB, we ain't heard from you in a minute.
The internet. Y'all know where these millennials getting their info from? Google. You know what I'm saying? They out before they go on a date or before they even get into the wet, before they even put the condom on, they on Google. You know what I'm saying? They Google this and Google that. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible.
I do agree.
It's supposed to be natural. You know what I'm saying?
And
like, how can you handle business with the phone in your hand?
Damn. Ooh. Chantel said YouTube, and Chantel is in the building. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree that the internet is, man, and it's bad because, like I said, my dad taught me a lot of shit when it came to that. So it's surprising that parents choose not to sit down with their kids and explain this shit. You know what I'm saying? Kanika was in the building, and hey to you, my baby, I love you always.
Wait, Mr. Drummond, wait. Think about this, Mr. Drummond. When we was growing up, you had to pay for porn.
True.
And water was free. Now we pay for water, and porn is free.
Oh, no, you
terrible trade-off, ain't it?
Hell of a trade-off. That's true shit. That's real shit. Damn, Eastside salute. Wow. You didn't put it in that perspective, Mr. Payne, did he?
Yeah, I did. That's why they acted the way they was acting.
Wow. Because I never looked at that shit. I mean, for you to say that shit out your mouth, that shit like, damn, for real. We had to pay for porn. Water was free. Now we pay for water and porn is free. Hell of a trade-off, ain't it? Oh, man.
I mean,
who schooled y'all, man? Who schooled y'all on these birds and the bees? Teachers and books or the streets? Who schooled y'all in this bitch, Mr. Payne?
It was the streets for me in my generation. It was the streets. Ain't no birds and bees producing no Ethan James Smith. Fucking bird and a bee gonna make this. That don't even sound right. That don't even sound right. The streets taught me what I learned. The streets didn't teach me right, but they taught me what I learned, and I developed the rest. I listened to Too Short growing up. I listened to Two Live Crew growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listened to NWA when they said certain words that way. I listened to Esham back in the day. Like, the streets taught me what I knew about sex. And then I had old school porno tapes like Vanessa Del Rio that my homeboy to me.
Oh!
Queen.
Taught me what I knew about sex and what I thought I knew about sex. My homeboys passed it to me. You know why? Because your peers always transfer information to you that your parents try to keep from you, not understanding that you just doing the same thing that they used to do. Because back in their day, it was called a Playboy too.
Yes,
So
sir.
the streets taught me everything I know. It's always going to be the streets. It's always going to be your environment. School is to indoctrinate you into what an adult's supposed to do. But the streets is just going to teach you. The
Not
environment you
National
ain't going to
Geographic.
teach you.
Giraffes.
Yeah. So anyhow, I say the streets, Mr. Drummond.
My dad taught me.
Hey,
Like I said, I explained it. My dad taught me, and once he taught me, it was on and popping because I applied everything that he taught me to in between some legs. Kanique say her mom told her about it. That's a good thing.
Hey,
At least you
remember
know
back
from your mom.
My mom would say stuff like, don't go around putting your little thing in everybody's hole.
remember back in the day? Hey, remember back in the day when your homeboy gave you a fire ass porno? Nowadays they just email them to each other.
Man,
They just send them a text thread.
couldn't wait to get home and watch it.
Now listen,
Now you can just open it up on your phone.
Man, listen.
Like, ooh.
You know what, YB? You did say something that was very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, you had to pay for porn and water was free. And now water is, you paying for and porn is free. And in all honesty, the dichotomy, the thing of it all is it's always been paying for both and free for both at the same time. For both. Because back in the day, you still had to pay for porn and you had to pay for water because your mama always had a water bill. You just didn't have to pay for an individual bottle of water. Right. You don't have to pay for an individual clip of porn because somebody could send that to you virally. But if you wanted to go see what you had to see like that, Vanessa Del Rio, you had to go buy a tape from somebody. People weren't just giving that away. Now, information is so readily available. Your parents don't even really have an opportunity to teach you what the world won't already give to you because your parents trying to give you what they think is best for you. But your peers, they gonna give you their perspective, their view. So it's pretty interesting.
Yes, indeed. Hey, and then that.
Well, y'all know I'm from the bootleg era, Napster. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had exclusive shit. I was flooding the hood.
Hey, for real, I did too, man. We used to burn so much shit. Yes, sir. We used to burn like a motherfucker. Shit, I know exactly what you're saying, YB. But in that, y'all know what time
man. He was breaking up. You gotta feel me.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time to post up with Mr. Peace. I salute to the post up.
When you need some inspiration, he's your guy. Think Mr. P, and come on by.
Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Mr. P. With a little bit of motivation and inspiration for your situation. Hoping to free and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation. Straight into mind transformation. You know what we're going to do today? We're going to read from the Little Blue Book, the Little Blue Book. Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice Daily Motivation for African American Success. Don't come at me with that color mess. I'm going to do what me and Tay used to do, post up, and I'm going to share a little story with you. But before I forget, let me say this quickly too. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Let's begin. It's a brave new world. Mm-hmm. It's a brave new world. Courage is being brave when you know something isn't going to happen to you. Courage is being brave when you know something isn't going to happen to you. William H. Gray, president of the United Negro College Fund. Have you ever stopped to think about how much more people could have, know, and do if they would only try? Excuse me. When timidity erects walls between us and the things we would like to have or do, we need the courage to leap over our self-imposed barriers and achieve our desires. Courage is often a matter of simple logic. I remember a story about a man running toward a river. As he reached the dock, he increased his speed and threw himself as far out over the river as he could. He landed in the water about 10 feet from the dock, swam back, and climbed out. A bystander asked him why he jumped into the river. He answered that a friend had bet him $1,000 that he couldn't jump across the river. After thinking about the money, he just couldn't walk away without trying. Many things that appear impossible from a distance become quite feasible once we muster the courage to make an attempt. If we step out solidly, there's always a way to reach every desirable goal. If the man who tried to jump across the river had courageously swam to its source, he would have found that he could step across it and win his bet. There's only a light difference between keeping your chin up and sticking your neck out, but it's worth knowing. There's only a slight difference between keeping your chin up and sticking your neck out, but it's worth knowing. We cheat ourselves of the lives we could live because we're afraid to. We cheat ourselves of the lives we could live because we're afraid to. If we knew ourselves better, we would find fear less and accomplish more. If we knew ourselves better, we would fear less and accomplish more. Today, I will generate the courage to tackle my number one fear. I know what it is, and I will finally confront it. I don't know. I don't know what fear you have for you, but you do. I had a few fears, of more than two, and I'm gonna make it short for you. When I dropped out of high school, I had a fear of going back too. I like this what my people do. I watch people in my family, so I'm like, it's cool. No disrespect to anybody who went to get the GED, but I'm like, I don't want the GED for me. I want to finish the actual course of high school. And not to feel like in another part, I don't even know if I learned as much in high school as an individual who's taking the GED. Because in high school, you could just pass your way through that thing. They had something called Fort Faraday County in Detroit anyway. They just needed your money for the piece of paper. Don't worry about that. I digress, right? So I had a fear, but I went back. I went to night school. I went to adult ed, and I finished. I got my diploma too. I joined the military in 1999, and everything didn't go right, so I quit that too. But I had a fear of telling anybody that I had joined because what they might say, what they gonna think of me, what they gonna do. But then I went back to the military, and I did a 15-year career, and I finished that too. Then I had a fear when I left my boo, when I left my wife, and I left my family. But then I went back, and I found me, right? I had the courage for accountability of me. I had the courage to be responsible for the things that I did and how to change me, right? So then I went back and I got with my family because my courage was greater than the fear that tried to stop me. Fear for me means face everything and rise. So the dropping out of high school, that wasn't a quitting thing. That was just a slow player move. I'm not a quitter. I'm just a slow finisher. Maybe it's the same thing for you. The fears got you thinking one thing, but the courage is going to help you overcome every hurdle and every obstacle. And if you look at your life right now today, you having courage in a different way. You getting on this camera and you listen to what we have to say. You getting up and you going to a job for those bills that you have to pay. If you got the courage to do that, then you got the courage to change your life in some way. Don't let fear get in your way. But if you think about fear, think of it in this way. I will face everything and rise today. Nothing can stop me. I hope this motivation and inspiration for something for your situation to free and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation. SG, thank you.
Peace out, salute. Straight into the mind transformation. Mr. Payne and the post up. I'm telling you, every time he posts up, he got a pivot plate. He be pivoting.
Bet you they didn't have no pencil and pen ready to write all that down.
Let's just hope they did. We just gonna hope they did. Eastside salute to everybody.
Man, you gonna SG or somebody gonna have to give me a note or give me a reminder because I be tuned in and tapping into the source to see what I'm gonna say. I don't even be thinking about telling them to write it down. I'm gonna learn it.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, at least they heard it and they can go back
and watch it. I got your back, Mr. Ping. I got your back, Mr. Ping.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but Miss Bean always got something for you. So always tune in. I'm telling you, you always got something to change your mind, change your heart, get you to the pivot. Get you into the pivot. But we're going to move on into these final thoughts and get ready to get out of here for tonight and get ready to see you again next week. You know what I'm saying? So, final thoughts. Why be sincere? Start us off.
If you have never watched a porno on a VHS tape, don't come try to teach me shit, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't left the tape in the VCR and it's been caught by one of your people, don't come tell me about none of your sex capades, because that shit's probably boring. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of that shit. I feel like I'm a guru. I'm a professor out here, you know what I'm saying? I got blackboard and a pointer. And my class space is unlimited. Willing to teach you what you need to know out here, folks. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be in the way where, and then the other hand got the phone and you trying to Google all the positions. This is supposed to be stuff that's supposed to be natural. You know what I'm saying? Think about the caveman days. Just take a piece of wood and bop her over the head and take her home and make some cave babies. We have came so far from that. A little bit challenging now. But we will succeed. So the little thoughts out here, stop being little thoughts out here. Shit ain't cute. Leave something for the imagination. I'm an 80s baby. I grew up on the Muppet Babies. I use my imagination a lot. Practice more safe sex out here, people. This thing called babies and child support. Sex is good and everything, but it is a issue when you out here just shooting up the club and not taking care of these kids out here. Wrong. Babies and ask for it. I'm gonna leave it at that. That was my final thought.
Eastside Salute. The YB, leaving it at that. You know what I'm saying? Always got some of that shit for you. I'm trying to tell you. Next up, my main man, Mr. Bean. Your final thoughts.
Man, YB, I agree with everything you saying, man. My final thought. I really agree with everything you saying, but ain't nothing really gonna change for the way we see things. You know, people gonna keep doing what they do, and they ain't gonna understand it till they realize what you're doing really truly affects you, but it affects the other individuals around you too. But they're gonna keep on doing what they do because that's really what's in their view. And it like Mr. Drummer said, his father taught him. There's not a lot of that around anymore. So everything is a hot and ready society, and it's happening so fast. They don't understand it's going, that it don't last like that. So to them, we just older individuals having a conversation that old people would have. Because if you think about it, when we was their age, we was doing the same wild things too that our parents said was going to be the death of us, or that was, something that was uncomfortable. They just doing it in a different way, but that'd be okay. Do what you can handle. That's what Mr. Peen say. Do what you can handle because it's going to be your problem anyway. I ain't going to keep on telling you what to do till I'm blue in the face. Do what you can handle today. I believe in a higher power, so you'll be okay. That's all I got to say.
He's a salute to Mr. Payne and his final thoughts. And my final thoughts is, like I say, my dad taught me, and all I can say to people out there is, man, if you got kids and you're an adult, man, at some point you got to sit down and talk to your children about this thing called sex. Don't leave it up to the world to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to do it right. Let love lead. You hear me? Let love lead. Smoke responsibly. Drink responsibly. And pay attention to your children out there, because if you don't, they are, and you know who they are. A lot of missing children out there. Keep your head on a swivel, and we love you. Those are my final thoughts. Those are my final thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see you Concord next week. We'll see you. We'll be at the Wine Festival in Concord, North Carolina. I'm saying next weekend. And hopefully everything go right. Signature 7 might be on the move. Eastside salute to it's some things in the making, because he's a way maker. He went out and he's making the way. I'm just gonna follow the path. You hear me? That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna follow the path. I ain't gonna jump out front. That ain't my job. That we say goodnight to all those who tuned in, who was chatting. We love y'all for that, you know what I'm saying? All the supporters of Tantalizing Thursdays. And I want to say a hearty good night to my field guy, YB, Sincere, and a hearty good night to my main man, Eastside Salute, Mr. Ping, and me, your host, Mr. Drummond, Eastside Salute. We'll see you next week, but tomorrow night, watch The Council at 9:30 with their hosts, Shy, Honey, Jag, and the Gunner Man. Eastside Salute. And thank y'all for joining us, and we'll catch y'all next week. I'm trying to tell you for another Tantalizing Thursday where it's more than sex. I'm trying to tell you. Eastside Salute. We love y'all.
I changed my Pizza Hut. I think I'm Papa John.
It is Papa John's to end the night. Now don't order that shit now.
I wonder if you'll be as happy as can be. Fill my heart with joy, take me to ecstasy. I know I can't foresee the future God's plan for me, but while He's by